Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. It's going to be a nice, slow, stretchy, calm day. We're going to slow it down quite a few notches. We're going to start this practice in child's pose. If you have a bolster, go ahead and grab it. If you don't have a bolster, go ahead and grab you a couple pillows, maybe 2 or 3 pillows, and meet me on your mat in your most beautiful child's pose. I am going to use the bolster here, so I'm actually going to take wide-legged child's pose. So taking my knees to the outside edges, bringing my toes to touch, and then I'm going to bring my bolster right here in between, and then I'm just going to lay on it. So we can start with the right ear down. Just getting comfy here, feeling into the hips. If you don't want the bolster and you want more of a shoulder stretch, you could take the bolster away and just walk the hands out front. We're just going to drop in here, taking a few rounds of breath. You're very welcome, this peace and calm here. And let's go ahead and take that left ear to the bolster, so just turning the head the other way. And slowly we'll come back up. We're going to remove the bolster and the pillows, bringing the knees to touch, and we'll come back in through our child's pose. Hands are extended. We're going to have some fun here. So we're going to come up into our tabletop, and we're going to bring this right hand up. We're going to take it all the way back to the back of the mat. As we come back to the back of the mat, the hips are going to come down, the hand's going to meet the mat. So we have the face of the hand, or the palm of the hand is facing up, and then we're going to drag this right hand all the way up while we come up into our tabletop with that hand up again. So let's do a few of these, really getting into the shoulder here while we're warming up the body. This should feel really nice in the legs and in the shoulders. So let's go ahead and do 2 more rounds. And 1 more. Beautiful. Send that hand back out front. We're going to do the same things with this left hand. So when we come up, this hand goes up, all the way back around, and it slides through the mat. Beautiful job. Really feeling into that shoulder. Breathing here. And we're going to all go ahead and do 2 more. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and come up to our all fours. Let's go ahead and send those hips to the left. Take your gaze to that right foot. Hips bump to the right. Gaze goes towards that left foot. Breathing here. Back to center. Let's just take 3 rounds of cat-cow. So not too much, but enough to get spine happy. Beautiful, meeting back in our neutral tabletop. We're going to step this left foot behind the right. Left arm sweeps up. And let's go ahead and come up to our gate pose here. So left hand, left thigh, right hand up and over. You're going to pivot that right foot and your bolster's not in your way, and be my guest. Breathing. And coming back around, right hand's going to plant, left foot's going to step forward. And if you had that right leg pivoted, we're going to bring it back around. And if it feels good, you can rise up, maybe bringing your hands interlaced on that left knee. Gazes forward here. And we're breathing, not holding or clenching our breath here. Let's go and push back, half splits. You can bring the hands to the mat and just send those hips back. Left heel is digging into the mat. Beautiful bend in that left knee. We've done a lot of work here, so this may be a little tight. That's okay. We're all feeling the tightness. You are not alone. Just slowly straightening and bending this knee. Just feeling into those hamstrings. Pulling those toes towards your face. And we're going to peel forward. We'll heel toe this left foot to the outside edge of the mat. We're going to come in for lizard. So if you want to bring your bolster on up there in front of you. And we're going to get comfy. We're going to be here for a little while to feel to this hip. Allow this hip some release. So if you normally come down to your forearms, we've got the bolster here, so we're going to be able to get a little comfier. If this is enough for you and you're laughing at me thinking about coming down, just stay upright like this. This is still exactly what we're doing. We want to feel the sensation in this left hip and maybe the right hip flexor, this front area. So go ahead, finding our lizard here. Finding some nice, steady inhales and exhales here. You can roll to the outer edge of that left foot if that feels nice for you. We just don't want to collapse through the ankle. Very nice. Slowly go ahead and peel yourself back up. We are going to slowly come back into our tabletop, sending that bolster back to the side over there out of our way. Yes, Let's go and step that right foot behind the left. Right hand reaches up. Maybe pivoting on that left leg. And on an inhale, we rise up. Right hand meets right thigh. Left hand sweeps up and overhead. Beautiful side body stretch here. And slowly we come back. Left hand meets the mat. We're going to step this right foot forward. Pivot on that left foot, knee. And if it feels good, you can bring your hands and interlace them on that right knee. Pushing the hips forward here. Nice steady inhales and exhales here. And on an exhale, we'll bring the hands to the mat, push back, half splits. Right heel's digging into the mat here. Toes are pulling towards the face. Same as last time. Nice bend here, and let's just play with coming in and out of this. Feeling into the hips, into the hamstrings. And slowly we'll roll forward. Heel toe that right foot to the outer edge of the mat. And if you used your bolster last time, go ahead and bring it on in front of you here. And of course, if this is just not even accessible, we're just going to stay up here. Either way, it doesn't matter. We're just getting the sensation in that outer right hip. Lizard will usually provide that without even going any deeper. So be easy on yourself. Remember, we are mindful of the energy that we are creating around us and allowing around us. So if we can't talk positively to ourselves and be loving to ourselves in difficult positions, how do we take it off the mat if we can't practice it here? So go ahead. Love is all we need. Love for ourselves radiates into love for others. Treat others as you would have them treat you. How do you want to be treated? Of course, we want to be treated lovingly, right? So begin by treating yourself lovingly, talking love to yourself, kindness to yourself, showing yourself compassion. It's not easy. I get it. I am my own worst critic, and I have to bag her up every once in a while and show her who's boss by saying, you know what, I'm going to love you no matter what. I'm going to accept you no matter what. If we can't get in this lizard and be happy, I'm going to love you either way, right? And those things transpire to where we can practice that off the mat. Okay, that's enough talking today from Stephanie. We're going to go ahead and come back up slowly, moving the bolster. Coming back to this all fours position. Should feel pretty rad to get out of that. We are going to just walk forward and send the legs out long. Don't let the bolster get too far from you here. So we're going to bring this right foot into the left thigh. We call this dragonfly pose. It's going to be a half dragonfly. So I'm going to bring my bolster right here because my legs are really tight. So I will offer it for you too. If you don't want to use the bolster, that's fine. Pillows, anything. And of course, if this is a lot for you, just scoot yourself up against a wall and let's just hang out here in our seated with our legs out. This is a massive hamstring stretch, and we know that those can tie up our low back, so we're going to be happy with where we are. Inhale the arms up and overhead, hinging from the hips to fold forward here. one more round of breath here. I'll peel up. We're going to switch sides. So the right leg goes out long, left foot tucks into that right thigh. Once you feel good, we're going to inhale the arms up and overhead and hinging at the hips to fold forward here. Let's go and take one more round of breath. And we'll peel up. And this time we're going to do the full expression. So sending both the legs out long. If you want your bolster, have your bolster. It's quite comfy when we're doing things like this. And we're going to inhale those arms up and hinging from the hips to come forward. And breathing. If you want to go a little deeper, you can remove the bolster and just see how it goes. And one more round of breath here. And we'll peel up. We're coming in for cow legs. So we're going to bring the left leg onto the mat at the bent angle. And then this right one's coming over. So this can be really tight, I know. So we're just going to do the best we can. General direction is stacking the knees. Sitting up nice and tall here. Growing that crown towards the sky. Big smiles. Happy yogis speaking love to themselves. Nice deep conscious breaths. If it feels good, you can hinge from those hips to fold forward only if it feels right for you. There should never be any sharp shooting or stabbing pains. One more round of breath here. I'll peel up if you folded forward. To come out of this, we're going to do my most fun favorite thing. We're going to call it the twisty twizzle. So we're going to bring the hands forward, kind of coming forward. We're going to plant the feet and we're going to leave them where they are. And we're going to walk around towards the left and then towards the right. And then when we land back down, the right leg's down and the left leg's on top. And we call it magic. Here we are. So once again, just finding your cow legs position. Sitting here, growing nice and tall, maybe closing the eyes down. Noticing our sukha, our sthira. Where is our effort and ease here in this pose? Bringing back up our other 30-day journey that y'all got real tuned into. And of course, if it feels good, you can walk your upper body forward. Only if it feels nice for you, though. Talking love to yourself, compassion, kindness. One more round of breath here. And slowly we peel up. We're going to take these legs, bring them to the mat. Hands come behind us. And let's just windshield wipe them left to right. Should feel absolutely amazing. And next we're coming in for our low boat. So if you want to rock and roll, now it's going to be our time to rock and roll, getting that spinal massage, playfulness. Because that playfulness is inside of you, I promise. Okay, here we are. Low boat. This is our last day of doing this. And I really want you to comment and let me know how you felt with these today versus day one. So let's go for it. Low boat. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to hold this low boat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Coming onto the back. Coming in for supine twist. So send that left leg out long. Hug that right knee into the chest. Pull it across the body. Take your gaze towards that right hand. Bringing that left hand to that right knee if it feels nice. We just want both the shoulders on the mat. Feels good. You can straighten that right leg if you just want to go a little deeper here. breath here. Exhale brings us back to center. Right leg goes out long. Hug that left knee in. Take it all the way across the body. Come into that outer right hip. Left arm goes out long here. Gaze goes towards that left hand. Maybe bringing this right hand to this left knee. Breathing. Slowly we peel back to center. We're coming in for shavasana. I'm going to do heart open and shavasana with the bolster. Taking my legs into cobbler. If you want to join me, be my guest, or you can just come in a regular shavasana. I'll pull that bolster up to my back. Allow my whole upper body to fall over it, and then my arms splay out to the side. We text. We are on our phones, on the computers. We're always looking down. This is a beautiful way to counter, stretch all of that activity. Just breathing here, allowing everything to settle, allowing the mind to calm, the body to calm. Bringing the awareness back to the breath, maybe wiggling the fingers and toes. Taking those arms overhead. We'll all meet in a comfortable seated position, hands at heart center. Thank you for sharing this time and space with me and joining me here on the mat today. Namaste. My beautiful yogi, please do comment. Let me know how this went, how you liked it. How did that boat to low boat feel for you today? And was this stretch welcomed or were you ready to get some more power on? Please comment. Let me know. I love to hear from you guys. I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.